The year is 2027. Taiwan Strait. Chinese radar operators track nothing. No heat signature, no chatter, just empty sky at 65,000 feet. But 7 miles up, America's invisible eye watches everything. Missile sites, naval formations, command bunkers, all mapped in real time. The white bat sees what adversaries hide, and they don't know it's overhead. November 2024. Air Force Chief of Staff General David Ulvin dropped a quiet bombshell at a defense symposium. Asked about future ISR capabilities, he smiled. "We're flying some pretty cool things that haven't been announced." Translation: the Northrop Grumman RQ-180 White Bat, America's most classified drone, has been operational for years, silently penetrating the world's deadliest air defense zones. Here's the strategic reality. By 2026, the U-2 Dragon Lady retires. The RQ-4 Global Hawk follows in 2027. Both defined high-altitude reconnaissance for decades, but both share a fatal flaw: they can't survive modern air defenses. China's HQ-9 missiles, Russia's S-400 and S-500 systems. These weapons turn conventional surveillance aircraft into slow targets. America needs something invisible. Enter the White Bat, a stealth drone built to penetrate contested airspace, persist for 24 hours, and gather intelligence while the enemy sleeps. The RQ-180 is a flying wing phantom, 130 feet wingspan, global hawk-sized. With stealth so advanced, its radar cross-section beats the F-117, F-22, and F-35, a drone the size of an airliner, virtually invisible. Powered by twin GE CF-34 derivative turbofans, it cruises between 60 and 70,000 feet, above most threats. Endurance: over 24 hours. Range: 12 to 14,000 nautical miles. Air refuelable, meaning days aloft. The sensor suite: active electronically scanned array radar, high-resolution electro-optical and infrared cameras, synthetic aperture radar, signals intelligence gear. This isn't just cameras. It's a networked node that captures electronic emissions, radar signatures and visual data, then beams everything via hardened satellite data links. While America perfected the White Bat in secret, China and Russia weren't idle. Beijing fields the WZ-8, a supersonic recon drone launched from H-6 bombers. It screams to 100,000 feet at Mach 3, racing over targets before defenses react. Fast, yes. Stealthy, no. China also deploys the GJ-11 Sharp Sword, a subsonic stealth UCAV for strike and surveillance. Russia counters with the Sukhoi S-70 Okhotnik B, a 20-meter wingspan stealth drone designed as loyal wingman to the Su-57 fighter. 6,000 kilometers range, subsonic, capable but not in the White Bat's class. The RQ-180's combination of extreme altitude, endurance, broadband stealth, and networked sensors remains unmatched. South China Sea, 0 Dark 30, an RQ-180 climbs from Andersen Air Force Base, Guam. No lights, no transponder, just a shadow. 2 hours later, it crosses into contested airspace, protected by China's integrated air defense network. HQ-9 batteries scan, S-band radars sweep, but the White Bat's stealth geometry scatters, returns into noise. To Chinese operators, it's invisible. The drone orbits at 67,000 feet, AESA radar mapping a destroyer task force below. Synthetic aperture radar penetrates clouds, revealing missile transloaders and mobile command vehicles hidden in Hainan Island jungle. Simultaneously, SIGINT intercepts encrypted communications between ground and naval units. All this, radar tracks, imagery, electronic intelligence, flows through secure satellite uplink to Pacific Command and forward strike aircraft. An F-35 pilot 300 miles away suddenly has God's eye view of enemy positions. The White Bat isn't just watching, it's extending America's sensor grid into denied territory, turning contested battlefields into transparent chessboards. But detection is an engineering duel. China knows stealth drones exist, so they're upgrading. X-band radars for counter-stealth, infrared search and track at extreme range, quantum radar prototypes claiming to defeat stealth. The RQ-180 counters with infrared suppression and adaptive mission routing, avoiding radar hotspots. Its autonomy allows dynamic threat reaction, altering altitude, speed, path without pilot input. Yet no stealth is perfect. Deploy enough overlapping sensors and statistical detection becomes possible. A faint blip, an anomaly. Connect enough dots and ghosts become visible. Then there's missiles. China's RQ-180 and Russia's S-500 specifically target altitudes above 60,000 feet, hypersonic interceptors that could reach the White Bat's cruise altitude. The question isn't whether the RQ-180 is invincible, it's whether adversaries can find it fast enough. The RQ-180 story begins in 2007. After the Joint Unmanned Combat Air Systems program, the Air Force needed high-end ISR to replace SR-71 missions. A secret competition unfolded. Northrop Grumman's Palmdale facility, the B-2 Spirit team, won with a cranked kite flying wing design. By 2008, financial filings revealed a $2 billion classified contract and new construction at Palmdale and Tonopah Test Range, massive hangars for 130-foot wingspans. First prototype flew August 3, 2010 over Tonopah. More models through 2014. By mid-2014, operational test at Edwards Air Force Base. Then 2017 deployment. The 74th Reconnaissance Squadron at Beale Air Force Base, California, activated for the White Bat. The 417th Test Squadron at Edwards handles flight testing. Total cost? Estimates range from 25 to over 100 billion across development, production, sustainment. Northrop stays silent. The Air Force stays silent. The aircraft keeps flying. Palmdale, California. Northrop Grumman's Advanced Technology Development Center, Skunk Works West, builds the RQ-180. Massive autoclaves cure advanced composites into stealth-optimized wings. The same lines that built the B-2 now fabricate White Bat airframes. Tonopah Test Range houses final assembly in underground hangars shielding aircraft from satellites. Jobs? Classified. Supply chain? Classified. But analysts estimate hundreds of engineers and technicians support the program. Subcontractors likely include GE Aviation for turbofans, Raytheon for radar and electronic warfare, L3 Harris for secure data links. The operation runs on model-based systems engineering, digital twins, virtual prototyping, software-defined architecture, building a networked intelligence machine optimized for rapid updates and mission adaptability. The White Bat alters the strategic balance. In the Indo-Pacific, it enables the United States to see inside China's anti-access envelope. Real-time targeting for bomber strikes, early missile warning, continuous naval surveillance. For Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines, knowing America possesses this capability is reassuring. It signals that even in contested airspace, US forces maintain information dominance. China recognizes this threat, accelerating its own stealth programs. The WZ-8 and GJ-11 are Beijing's answer. The result? An invisible arms race, both nations pouring billions into platforms designed to see without being seen. Russia watches closely. Moscow's Okhotnik B aims to field loyal wingman drones by 2025, but Russian platforms lag in stealth and endurance. The White Bat sets the standard. Adversaries scramble to catch up. Yet the RQ-180 isn't invincible. First, vulnerability. Even stealth aircraft can be detected if adversaries deploy enough sensors or develop counter-stealth breakthroughs. Quantum radar, distributed infrared networks, AI pattern recognition, all potential game changers. If China or Russia shoots one down, the consequences would be severe. Loss of a multi-billion-dollar asset. Classified technology exposure. Intelligence windfall for adversaries. Second, cost. Sustaining high-end stealth drones is expensive. Specialized maintenance, secure basing, encrypted data links, software updates, all demand resources. Third, operational limits. The RQ-180 flies high and far, but it's subsonic. Hypersonic threats could intercept it. GPS jamming could disrupt navigation. Cyber attacks could compromise data links. These aren't hypotheticals. They're engineering realities demanding constant adaptation. Finally, secrecy. The program remains so classified that confirming its existence is impossible. No official photos, no public acknowledgement, just circumstantial evidence and budget hints. This protects operational security but limits public accountability. So here's the question. In an era where adversaries field counter-stealth radars, hypersonic interceptors, and AI-driven sensor fusion, can high-altitude stealth drones still dominate? Or are we witnessing the twilight of penetrating ISR, soon replaced by satellite constellations and expendable attritable drones? Drop your thoughts. We're reading every comment, every theory, every strategic debate you bring. If you want more deep dives into the high-stakes military engineering shaping tomorrow's battlefields, hit subscribe and share this with someone who needs to understand what's flying overhead, even when no one can see it. This is DIB Dispatch, where billion-dollar projects meet battlefield reality.